Yo guys, what's going on? It's Aces here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the patch notes of 12.12.15.3. This was a brand new patch that dropped today. I let you guys know in a video yesterday that there was going to be a patch dropping today, and this is what we got. We're going to read through all the changes pretty quickly. I'm only going to focus on things that I think are really important or really I have any kind of opinion on. I did read through the list of changes and the optimizations. I did not look at the list of fixes. So it doesn't seem like there's too much, but once we get through the fixes, hopefully there's something in there that's going to be pretty significant. But let's just hop right into it. As always, make sure you're dropping that like and you subscribe to the channel. Let's hop in. So we have optimizations, decrease possible performance drops on the flea, presets, handbook, stash, skills, and task screens. Basically, anytime you're not in raid, they're going to try and get rid of some of those little bugs and stutters and all that shit there, so that's always good. And then once again, the normal various client optimizations. So anything that is helping us in some way, shape, or form have a better time in our menus and not have any stuttering or long load times, whatever it might be, is always going to be good. As I say, every single patch notes, if it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back, at least it's 1 step forward. You know, something along the lines of that, where we're moving forward and not moving backwards, that's good by me. So we have a list of changes. Now when transferring a container, basically you need to make sure that container's empty. That's the gist of it there. There was at the beginning of this wipe where I think some players did actually lose entire scav junk boxes worth of stuff when making that scav case, and that was the main reason why I haven't made my scav case this wipe. Now that it's fixed, I have no reason not to make it, and I will be doing that. So making sure that you guys do have one of those empty containers when using it for whatever it might be is going to be good. There's also some crafts and like the lavatory and stuff that will apply to this change. Change the conditions under which scav bots took a prone position when engaging a player. As long as I'm not getting drop shot one tapped by 8.5 mil buck, I really don't care what this change does to the scavs. A scav going prone is basically an instant kill for me. And, you know, like I said, as long as I'm not getting drop shot one tap by scavs with God aim, this is probably, you know, going to be a fine change and not really affect us too much. Added some new sounds for the Scar Light, different from the Scar H. So the 5.56 variant has some new sounds too, whether that's just some mechanical noises or the actual gunfire noise, we will just have to see once we use it. So, list of fixes. This is stuff that I have not really read through yet. Fixed an issue due to which shotguns were not dealing damage. That's very interesting. I actually did feel like shotguns were a little underpowered. I felt like, you know, I'm blasting legs, and they're just eating. And sometimes I feel like I shoot someone with a rip slug in the leg, and they're still running. Now, don't get me wrong. If they have a painkiller on, that's perfectly fine. But with scavs, I saw it happening a lot. And if you guys don't know, a rip slug that hits a leg will 100% black that limb. And if it's a scav, most scavs aren't going to be pre-painkillering fights. So that was definitely something that I think I personally noticed, and be interesting to see if shotguns, you know, feel a little bit better for me personally. Fix an issue causing infinite loading into a raid as a scav. This is one that has happened to me a couple of times, not too frequently, but I've definitely had it occur, so that's nice to see that's changed. Bots can phrase about other scavs' dead bodies again. This is just, you know, adding to a little bit of realism. Like if a scav sees his buddy die and he just looks at him and then gets tapped himself, that's not really realistic, so I like that. Fix the possibility of rain appearing indoors. This is something I've definitely seen happen, and it's nice to see that fixed just to add a little bit of realism. Added missing sounds in third person for characters falling from a height ledge. Scavs no longer slide in place when changing positions. Wait, let's read that one again. Scavs no longer slide in place when changing positions. So is that when they just like walk one step and they're in like a sprint and they make that slide sound? That's what I'm thinking on my first impressions of reading that, but I'm hoping it's not talking about, like, them pivoting. You know, the pivoting sounds that you hear? I'm assuming it's the first option. Bots no longer walk through the train on the lighthouse location. Honestly, don't know what that one's all about. Bots now equipped found weapons on their back instead of putting them in the backpack. Okay, didn't know that was happening personally. Keys listed on the flea market now display durability again. That's good. Spamming the caps lock key when moving no longer lets you move almost silently without a significant slowdown. I do know what that is about. I didn't make a video on it. I think they kind of tried to fix that a little bit as well with the sprinting change that was like 2 weeks ago or a month ago, whenever that was. I believe that was kind of part of that as well. Player uphill movement now looks smooth again in third person. Dude, moving uphill in this game, this wipe with inertia has been a struggle. I swear I'm getting stuck on fucking everything. So that hopefully is a start to some fixes there. Fix the ability to become invisible when using a grenade launcher as a scav. Well, that sounds overpowered as shit. Fix the ability to look through bunker walls on reserve location. That was still a thing? Oh my god, I didn't know that. That's incredible that that was still a thing. SJ6 now correctly increases maximum stamina. I don't know how long this one actually took. It looks like it was about 3 hours. I saw on Twitter at about 2 a.m. when I was going to bed that it was actually changed to 4 hours on the installation time. It even says 2 here, but on Twitter, I believe it said 4. Seems like that one did take 3 hours. No new content here that I can see, and, you know, all fixes are good fixes in my opinion. We see nothing about weapon maintenance once again. There was another issue that was a pretty big one that I can't remember at the moment, but I was thinking about it last night. That was pretty significant of an issue, and, you know, I don't see that in here, whatever it might have been. I would have recognized it right away. So, you know, I guess good changes, but at this point, you know, nothing too crazy for us, and, you know, basically just some optimization and stuff happening there. So, we should have another video coming out tonight. You know, it's been a lot of singular uploads, so I think today we'll do a triple upload, and then I'm going to try my best to get back on that double uploads a day schedule. We're going to start doing some gameplay here. A little new series called Fence and Factory Only, and that's going to be a lot of fun, I think, at least. I think that's starting tomorrow that we're doing Fence and Factory Only. So you guys will have to look out for that. But it's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today. Let me know, have any of these fixes, you know, going to affect you, or any of these issues happening to you? Let me know in the comments what your favorite change is. And let me know also, what are some things that you still want to get fixed, or want at least recognized and talked about a little bit more. Like I said, weapon maintenance is my #1. Let me know what issues you guys are having as well in the comments. As always, leave that like, subscribe for new sponsors, and equipment in the description below. It's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I'm out.